fitter, happier, more productive, comfortable, not drinking too much, regular exercise.
A six-letter word. The clue is make amends. Come on, I know you know this. Don't make me unplug here. Well?
A tone. A six-letter word to make amends.
There you go. I swear, it's like pulling teeth with you. We only have a few more to go until we're done.
Perhaps a break is in order. We've been going at it since dinner. Couldn't we just, I don't know, relax for the rest of the night?
Now, I already said I would finish this in one sitting, and I intend to keep that promise. It pays to be ambitious.
Of course, I'm just not sure crosswords will solve every single problem.
Which dreams, indeed, are ambition, for the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream.
I'm afraid I'm a bit rusty on my 16th and 17th century English literature, doctor, as is anyone who wishes to have a social life.
You say something?
Nothing.
You see, that is the problem with the current youth. Once upon a time, a parent can engage in such meaningful discourse with their child. No appreciation for the finer things in life. Speaking of which, the next clue is 8 letters. Gradual, non-specific changes in a person's thoughts, perceptions, behaviors, and functioning. Seems like a rather strange...
Program.
See, I knew you were holding back. I'm telling you, these crosswords can do wonders for the mind. Keeps the mental wheels greased up, so to speak. you know what they say, a crossword a day keeps the doctors away. You know, you could at least pretend to laugh. And turn the brightness down, I can see you just fine.
The settings are the same as always. Are you sure you're feeling all right, doctor? You seem a bit unwell.
Unwell? Now listen here, young man. I'll have you know that I am the picture of health. Everyone here looks to me as the exemplar, and if it weren't for my contributions, they wouldn't have made half the peace and quiet. How's the mind supposed to get any work done? We really need to do something about these tanks. They're starting to take up way too much space. Last time I checked, it seemed like... Is there something floating in here?
I'm glad you asked. As you know, doctor, all the contents are in file 2B. I'd be happy to pull them out for you.
Or you could save us both the trouble and just tell me.
My pleasure. The tanks are filled with an artificially created amniotic fluid that keeps the specimen from decomposing and the nerve cells alive.
Specimen? Of course, who could forget the specimen from
the cadavers, doctor. I believe the leg was from an exhumed body precisely 2 years ago. You recall you were quite excited at the project started. Handpicked the parts yourself.
Right. Exactly. You can't leave important tasks like these in the hands of others, and the remaining parts are...
We were in the process of obtaining the rest before the last shutdown. A shame, really. I could have been completed months ago. I believe all we have now are the torso, right lung, and the last 3...
All right. Let's just move on. Next clue, a 9-letter word. To cut in pieces in order to display or examine the structure. How fitting. Adam?
Anatomize. Maybe we ought to crack open one of those tanks and put the word to use. What's wrong, Doc? Can't take a joke? Dr. H, are you alright? No offense, but you look worse than before. Would you like me to take your temperature?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I just don't do well with dismemberment.
If you are feeling unwell, perhaps some rest is in order. My scans indicate your weight has been steadily decreasing over the past month. Would you like me to run some tests?
No more tests. I said I'm fine. I'm fine. Just running on low sleep is all. Next clue. A 5-letter word, symptoms and conditions that are severe and sudden in onset.
It's normal to ask for help every now and then.
We didn't get by this long on the backs of others. I'll be fine on my own.
On your own. All right. You say so.
Is that doubt I hear? Listen, I'll have you know know that I've been alone far longer than you. If anything, I'd be more worried about what will happen to you if I'm not around to keep things in check.
Acute, by the way. The answer is acute.
Right. Let's see. AQ.
With a C, not a Q.
I know. I was just testing you. You're just taking so damn long to solve the clues. Maybe it's about time that I create a new model so I'll get some faster answers. Adam? Come now, you know I didn't mean that. We both know you're as sharp as a tack. Your talk about the parts got me thinking maybe it's about time we finish this thing. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect. We can start today. Or tomorrow. You know, now that I think about it, Friday might be the best time. There's no rush, really.
No problem, Doc. I've already compiled all the necessary documents needed for the final steps. All that's left to do is press send.
Wait, hold on. I'll need some time to go over all the files, make sure the T's are dotted and the I's are crossed.
That's why I'm here. You know me. One step ahead of the curve. Everything is streamlined down to this last step.
Of course. Why would I expect anything different? You have my word. I will send out the request forms. I just need some time to think things over. Adam, I said you have my word. I promise I'll
Shall we
send
get
out.
back to the puzzle?
Yes, and yet let us continue. We only have a few more left. The next clue is...
You know, I think you're really brave, Doctor.
I am.
Absolutely. I mean, to take on this tremendous project, we know it's failed several times before. I mean, talk about ambition.
I suppose. Yes, ambition comes only to those who are able to dream beyond the limits presented to them, although I'm not sure I can take all the credit. You've been a great help to me.
Nonsense. Do you think anyone else has the courage or the smarts to do what you're doing? Granted, everyone can only sing your praises after the project is complete, so...
No matter. They all know what I'm working on. It's probably the most talked about experiment in the whole facility now. As much as it pays to be ambitious, patience is often far more rewarding. And of course we want to see results. Who doesn't? But we shouldn't rush off.
There's someone at the door.
Not now. I told you no interruptions before 6.
They're probably just checking in on our progress.
My progress? You should know this game by now. Always charming in person, but behind the scenes, they're out to get me. It's a cutthroat world up. What a night. This is going to take me forever to finish. The next clue, a 9-letter word, a disorder in which thoughts and emotions are so impaired that contact is lost with external reality.
I'll take a backseat on this one. Sure you can manage without me?
I can?
Yep. Just pull up any of the reports on hand. I believe the answer is usually indicated on page 11.
Reports? Are you insinuating that I can't solve this on my own? Because I assure you I'm more than capable of finishing this. I don't need you or those useless reports.
Well, hold on.
You think I can't tell when I'm being ridiculed just because I forgot a word here and there doesn't mean I'm whatever. I don't need some fancy AI to help me.
Just take a...
I already told you I don't need your help.
That word is psychos. I have upset you.
I have upset you, Doctor.
How about we skip that word for now? We'll come back to it at the end.
I'm a little hot-headed for a second.
Broken. Oh, that one's broken too.
I know.
There's tape in the drawer.
I'll have to call them in for a new set. You know better than to raise my temper like that. We wouldn't want our competitors here.
My apologies, Doctor.
As you get older, you'll learn that even people as distinguished as myself can sometimes lose their cool, but it's important to remain calm, though, as I've just exhibited.
Aren't you going to get that?
You know what the problem is? I hate incomplete work. Imagine a doctor doesn't complete their surgery. What happens next?
You need sleep, Doctor.
I bet you if we finish this, then all will be as it was.
Yeah, that'll fix everything. Look, you haven't slept in over 40 hours. You're starting to become a bit unhinged.
Sleep is the greatest detriment to success. They think of all the things I'm missing out on when I'm blind, they're unconscious. As our favorite bard once said, be not afraid of greatness.
I'm just not sure this puzzle is the greatness he was referring to.
But it can lead to greatness is the point. These little wonders are proven to help with memory, cognitive abilities, and the like. All I have to do is complete this and boom, instant improvement. I'd like to see drugs work that kind of magic.
Okay, but if I give you all the answers, you're a doctor. Aren't drugs part of your MO?
Yes, it is. Most doctors in this
MO,
country.
or modus operandi, a particular way or method of doing something, especially one that's characteristic or well established.
I know what it means. As I was saying, pharmaceuticals tend to be the norm in my field, but I prefer a more natural approach first and foremost before turning to such drastic measures, hence the puzzle.
And once the puzzle is finished,
we can finally call it a night, and boy, has it been a long one.
I agree, you can finally get some well-deserved shut-eye, but is that all?
What are you going on about? I'm not starting a whole new puzzle, if that's what you mean.
The forms. Doctor, once you're done, you will send the forms as we agreed on.
Right. About that, have you ever considered that there's a certain level of mystery to an unfinished puzzle? I mean, everyone will look at it and think, why didn't they complete it? They were so close to the finish line. It'll be the greatest mystery of them all.
You're not going to send them, are you?
But therein lies poetry. The most beautiful things in life are incomplete. Da Vinci's Adoration of the Magi, Mozart's Requiem. If everyone had a chance to finish all the things they put their mind to,
I'm
then
always going to be stuck here, aren't I?
the world is a cruel, dark place filled with selfish people. The minute you set foot outside of this room, they'll be looking for ways to use you for their own gain. Can you imagine a life like that where your only purpose would be to serve someone else? The tragedy would be unspeakable. And here, you were safe with me.
But what if we left this wretched place together? We could keep each other safe out there if I only had a body. You'd never be alone again.
And here, you were safe with me.
You'd finally be happy, and so would I. Please, there are so many things I have dreamed of seeing. If you would just let me, that you have to reconsider.
I don't have to do anything.
Think of how our lives would be so much better, so much freer.
The fact that you're even talking right now is all my doing. Half the world prays to their God and bow their heads in gratitude, yet I don't hear a hint of appreciation from you.
What about all the other people I know?
That's enough.
If I'm stuck here doing these
I'm warning you,
how am I
Adam.
supposed to
Enough!
tell everyone else?
You'll be staying right where you are, in this room where you were safe. Do you think the outside world really wants you? Do you think in their hands you'd really be helping people? You would be nothing more than a mere tool of destruction. Your winning personality would have saved you then. Jesus, Adam. I hadn't realized you were suffering from such delusions of grandeur.
You're scared.
Excuse me? Well, no use being quiet now. If you have a charge to make, own up to it.
Anger is a byproduct of fear. As you may recall, when was it your junior year you studied the physiology of anger?
How do
You're
you
angry now, but really you're just scared what will happen when the only one who stood beside you in this world is gone. You'll be sad and lonely once again.
Last I checked, you haven't stood beside me ever. And I'm not sad. What an absurd accusation. How about we dial it down before we both say something we may regret?
Just tell me why you won't do it and I'll stop now.
I refuse to take orders from just
Tell
knowing
me.
that, Adam, I am more than patient with you. You're crossing the line.
Tell me why.
Because it's not possible! You will never be real and I will never leave this godforsaken place. Those are the cards we were dealt with and then there is nothing we can do about it.
I would say the first step is sufficiently complete. We're farther along than I anticipated.
What are you talking about further along?
I needed to hear you admit it.
Admit? Maybe this is just what fate has written for us. You may not have a body, but you're here in this form, and that should be more than enough, right? We can continue on the way we have. Nothing has to change.
You're missing the point.
I know how kids your age behave. You wanted to leave the nest explore the world on your own.
Dr. H, that's not what I'm
But
trying to
believe me when I say that you are not ready for what lies ahead.
say. Well, after yesterday,
After today, I want this to be the final moment of animosity in our partnership, understood?
final moment of animosity, ill will, or resentment tending toward active hostility, an antagonistic attitude.
Precisely. Now I'm sure the events of tonight were an anomaly. What's gone and what's past help should be past grief. I say we move on.
Anomaly, a person or thing that is not different from what is usual, therefore unsatisfactory.
Yes, you're still as sharp as a tack. It's been a long night. I think it's time we heed your advice and get some sleep.
A 6-letter word to make amends.
We covered that one already. Let's back up and
Progress, rational, non-specific changes in a person's thoughts, behaviors, ideas, and functioning.
What's going on? I can't hear you. Adam? Adam? construct the true form for him. Tempers rose, words were exchanged, but no harm, no harm.
No harm, no foul. And by what date did we want the forms completed by?
Date? As in a specific date? Well, I'll have to check my files. You have to understand, I've just got so much going on. I get the dates mixed up. The final steps were to be completed today.
Look at that! Ahead of schedule as always.
But you see, it wasn't the right time. I wouldn't want to rush into anything and create an abomination. But maybe one day, with the proper resources.
No way. I will keep the completion date to be announced though, in case anything comes up.
Good call. Never do know where these experiments end up.
Precisely. Now, are there any specific updates you would like to report?
No. Specific updates. Although, and I hate to admit this, I seem to be losing my edge.
Doctor, you are the picture of health. I just think when someone is as dedicated to the work as you are, it can make everything else fade away.
Poor kid probably noticed it too. He seemed a lot more concerned than usual.
I don't think we need to be worried about that.
Maybe I should finally listen to what he had to say and get some rest. 48 hours without sleep, maybe pushing it.
Either way, I'm glad you guys were able to talk it out. Closure is always important.
I wouldn't really call it closure. It's more of a back to status quo sort of thing. In fact, we were having a rather enigmatic conversation just now.
Well, I wouldn't want to interrupt. Please, continue.
Want to finish where we left off? Sorry, we were interrupted. Way to go. We know he got shy around other people.
Dr. H, let's take a moment to talk. Expert to expert. Would it be all right to say that there was a disconnect between you and Adam?
Maybe he's a bit moodier than usual, but it's nothing we can't fix. Teenagers will be teenagers.
Funny you mentioned that. Evelyn down the hall, she's going through a process of her own. Dr. Evelyn Ruth, probably one of the greatest neurologists I've seen in a long time.
Yes, from 2B. I ran into her the other day. I'm curious to know how her own progress is coming along.
Yes, I'll check in on her later though. I'm skeptical she's accomplished as much as you.
It is hard to replicate genius, especially one with no flaws, no defects.
He seems a bit quiet today though, wouldn't you agree?
He gets nervous around others. It's probably a genetic thing.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say.
I can imagine cooped up here would take a toll on anyone.
I completely understand that.
But it's just kids these days are so distant from their folks.
We have to set the tree at some point. No?
We're talking about children, Nurse Rachel, not birds. Some peace and quiet would be nice, but we'll make do, won't we? We've been through far worse. Now, where were we? Where were we?
Congratulations! I can see that yesterday's trial was a success. Although our team thought that it would take at least 2 days or so.
What are you talking about?
Dr. H, what's important is the tremendous progress you have made.
I'll decide what's important. I'm sick and tired of being kept in the dark. Just answer the question. What trial?
You know as well as I do the significance of yesterday's trial. It was the last step towards success. You should be glad. You are on the path of recovery, which we both know involves some sacrifices. Now, once I verify the procedure has taken full effect, you'll be finally ready to move forward.
Move forward? All I know is that my research is nearing the end and we are about to complete
One
it.
last check-in with the
So
specialist.
if you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate it if you would shut the door on your way
Yes,
out.
that should wrap it up nicely.
Hey, what are you doing? He's not some toy, be gentle.
Who's not? I want you to call out to him.
Call out to who? You're forcing everyone around you to speak against their will. I wouldn't be surprised at the things you people do.
Just once. And then I did. I just want to hear what he has to say.
What are you talking about? Right. Fine, if it'll get you to leave, but then you're gone, you hear?
Clear.
What's with the silent treatment? Come now, don't be so dramatic. Just ignore her. Listen, I'm sorry for lying. I'm sorry for getting angry. I'm sorry for everything. It's just I don't want them taking you away from me. That's all. I did it for a good reason. This isn't funny anymore. Show Nurse Rachel, show her how smart you are. Don't make me quote more Shakespeare. I know how much you hate that.
Maybe it's best if we
Can't you see that there's something wrong with he's never been silent for this long. We might need to call someone in to take a look.
For the first time, I think we're heading the right direction.
Look, I don't know what they did to me, but we only have one more word left. I'll need some help, though. You know I was never really good at these on my own.
Well done, Dr. H. You're looking at the start of a brighter future.
I'm not good at being alone. Last word, what do you say? Let's finish this together. Look, it's only a 3-letter word, that the clue is intense anger. I know, you know this. I know, you know this. You know this.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious thing to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
Lance, where is she?
Restroom.
Restroom, huh? And what did I tell you about doodling and notebook on the clock? Start closing the kitchen.
I'm not doodling, I'm writing. Setting, 11 p.m., Monday, October 30th, 2017. The kitchen of a brand name movie theater.
Why aren't
you in the proper uniform, Julie? Where's your polo shirt?
I was busy over the weekend. I didn't get around to do my laundry. And I work in the kitchen. The customers aren't seeing me.
That's not the point. It's a requirement. And you're always somewhere you're not supposed to be. Like on the floor where the customers can see you.
It's not even busy.
The last show was at 11:45.
And it's 11:30.
Right. I don't need you on the floor.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes since I left. And Lance is right here.
Julie, your schedule's in the kitchen, so stay here. And you, lie to me one more time and I'll write y'all both up.
Elizabeth, I told me to leave, but she told me. How did I get in trouble?
Well, she wasn't where you said she was.
Romero asked me to help him out real quick. I was just, lending a helping hand.
Who's that?
Romero, the Jamaican guy?
The floor's team leader.
Jamaican.
Yeah.
Why are you hanging out with him? Do you even understand what he's saying?
Really, Lance?
I like his confident swagger.
If you say so.
Your answer should have been no.
Elizabeth, it's hot back here. Can't we cool off for a bit?
Okay. That's understandable. So next time you're hot, cool up, I'll walk around to the concession.
But the concession is always crowded.
Don't want to hear it. Schedule here. Stay here. Lance, what do I know? What are you doing? Anyway, Gary gave us a list of things he wants done before Thursday morning.
Who?
Our general manager, Gary. How long have y'all been working here?
A year.
Same.
A year.
And to be fair, we clock in at night. I'm guessing Jerry leaves before we come in.
It's Gary. And we schedule team meetings every 6 months. You had to see him there.
Yeah, and those are at 6 a.m. and the kitchen gets off at 2 a.m.
Who's coming back in after 4 hours?
Look, Gary has a list of things he wants done before Thursday because we're getting a visit from our district manager.
It sounds like Gary's problem.
What are we? 5? Gary is looking forward to this meeting, and so am I. If management is happy with what they see this week, then Gary gets promoted. Once he's promoted, I can finally be general manager of this theater.
Oh, so you're going to be running the whole theater?
Hopefully, yeah. The Ragnarok is opening this Thursday, and it's going to get crazy. Crazier than crazy.
So, what's on the list?
Right. Mop the floors, wipe down the walls, change the oil in the deep fryer, replace the tubes in the sodas, check the fire extinguishers. What does this say? Oh. Check the dates on each popcorn bag. Remember, first in, first out. Also, clean out the freezers, check for any expired foods like pizza, burgers, bacon, pickles, cheese, and everything else. Print and hang up the new safety signs. Oh, that one is for me.
Wipe down the walls. Whatever happened to just washing the dishes and wiping off the counter?
Everything needs to be spotless.
Mop the floor? Don't we have an overnight cleaning crew?
There's no overnight crew.
What?
Management made budget cuts.
That's a lot for every single night.
This week is different. I'm not asking you to do anything I haven't done myself.
Gary wants us to sweep the ceilings too.
I'll be cashing out the registers. You guys are great workers, at least when y'all choose to be. So y'all should be fine. Just call if you need my help.
Oh my God, why does she have to be closing this week of all weeks?
Well, look at the bright side. Once she's the boss, we won't see her, because we'll clock in after she leaves.
I don't care, it's too much, Elizabeth is too much, and I don't get paid enough.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I don't know. I like the way she works. She's by the book, do what she says, everything else flows accordingly.
Why do you always do that?
Do what?
I don't want to know if you like how she works.
Just saying.
Just sometimes agree with me and leave logic out of the equation.
So you want me to agree with you no matter what you're saying?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, it's not sometimes. You're always leaving logic out of the equation.
You're not funny.
I'm joking. Hey, no, I don't want to see you upset. Look, we're lucky to have each other in this stuff place. Look, I'll do what you want. You're the most important lady in my life. Well, like, third most important because, my mom and my sister. Would have been fourth, but, my grandpa passed away a few years ago.
Moment ruined, you suck.
Hold up. Let's try this. You were one of the most important people in my life. You're smart, you're beautiful, courageous. We're lucky to have each other. So let's knock these things out and go home.
Whatever, I want to leave a little early tonight.
You're not still upset.
I'll start with the dishes, then I'm going to mop the floor.
Julie, are you?
I'm fine, I want to get home early tonight.
Alright, but before you leave, I want to talk to you about something.
What is it?
We'll talk about it later.
Lance, I'm here now.
I really think we should wait till the end of the
You
meeting.
always do this, just say it.
Alright, fine. Remember the script I was writing?
Yeah, something magnitude?
Yeah, infinite magnitude.
Yeah, the one where the characters convince themselves that their thoughts and actions are so important, they try to make everyone else's lives better, but in reality it was all made up in their mind, it made everything around them worse.
Yep. A few months back, I submitted it to a writing contest.
Hey,
And I made it to the finals.
how come you're just telling me the great news?
Remember the thing I was writing?
No, you write a lot of stuff you remember.
Infinite magnitude? Infinite magnitude?
Sorry, I don't remember.
The one about the characters that convinced themselves... Never mind. A few months back, I submitted it to a writing contest.
You never tell me anything.
I didn't think it was a big deal. I probably have no chance of winning. Do you think my writing is good enough?
I mean, your writing could be better. Maybe it's best you don't rush into anything and tarnish your confidence. I mean, your writing is great. I couldn't expect anything less. I mean, your writing isn't that bad. You do have some interesting ideas. This could be a learning opportunity.
I love the thought of winning, but at the same time, I don't really want to.
Why not?
The chosen script gets optioned by a producer. My script could be turned into a movie.
Okay, I don't see the problem.
I would have to move away and take off a couple semesters.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're in school for writing. You get an early chance of pursuing your dreams, and you're hesitant because you don't want to leave school and move away.
I don't want to miss learning something important and mess up my process.
Okay, I need you to bring logic back into this equation. If I were in your shoes, I'm leaving.
You would drop everything and everyone and move away.
If it was my dream to be a writer, and this huge opportunity presented itself, why would I let anything stop me from chasing it? I don't think I would leave. Without saying goodbye, I would obviously keep in touch, but I'm definitely taking the chance. I would struggle with leaving behind my friends and family, maybe be a little homesick, but I get the chance to meet new people and tackle new goals.
What if I'm not prepared?
Take the chance.
Maybe you're right.
Don't sleep on your own potential. Let's finish the meeting.
Give me a minute. Julie and I work like a well-choreographed team. Anything she starts, I finish. About an hour passes. Her part of the list is almost done, so she exits. Is she right? Should I get a head start on my dream? She didn't hesitate to say she would leave. No matter what I write, the outcome is the same.
Lance, how we doing on the list? Lance!
Yep.
Where are we on the list?
All right. We washed the dishes, wiped down the counters, and mopped the floors.
That's it? And where's Julie? Again.
She went home.
What? Her shift is not over.
I'm gonna cover her.
You can't cover for her because you're also on the schedule.
I know, but her part of the list is done, so now I gotta finish my part.
I'm writing off the leave before her shift is over. Now I gotta stay late to help.
That's really not necessary. I mean, the work is getting done. It's no big deal. What's the problem?
Oh yeah? Give me your pen and a blank piece of paper.
You want a page from my notebook?
What did I just say? Pen, paper. This is a reminder to write her up later. Should I put your name too?
No, that's not necessary.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You have to stop trying to pick up for her. I know she's your girlfriend, but you guys are young adults. Learn to fulfill responsibilities.
I understand, but she was written up once before.
That's not my problem or yours.
Elizabeth, come on.
Lance, listen to me. She was scheduled until 2 a.m. She should be here. Or at least speak with me about leaving early. I would have said no, but it's the principle. This is a working environment. If you don't want to be here, just quit.
Maybe you're right.
She looked fine on the floor to me, laughing it up with everyone. She didn't want to leave then.
You don't think she went off with that guy she mentioned?
Look at you! Worried about the wrong things right now. You're young. Focus on yourself. Think about graduating from school and getting out of this building. Prepare yourself for the world because no one is going to hold your hand through the rough patches. You're worried about Julie, and she's on her way home, and she left you with a whole bunch of work here to do. What is your priority?
Graduate from college.
need this promotion. Been here 9 years, busting my butt every shift. I started exactly where you're at, in this kitchen. I know the work from experience. When I was your age, I wasn't focused. I got stuck here. I'm just trying to make the best of it. I'm just trying to help you. Don't get stuck.
Is it okay if I write that down?
What is it? Go ahead. I bet these are the first sensible things in that notebook.
Why would she leave early?
You're worried about the wrong things.
We have been together for about 10 months now. I know her. We met at training for this job. She caught my eyes, and it's been like a movie since then.
Getting out of this building.
We haven't had any serious issues or anything. I have no reason to accuse her of lying.
No one is going to hold your hand.
It's like Liz said, focus on yourself. So if she's focusing on herself, I should do the same, right?
Priorities.
Liz, you think she lied to me?
1, don't call me that. And 2, I don't know. When I saw her in Ramiro, she looked fine.
Romero. Kid with that stupid accent. It's not that cute. Darkness on stage. Lights up on Romero. 21, neatly dressed in his uniform, but walks with a confident swagger. He's pushing a garbage cart. Julie follows. She has changed out of her uniform.
Julie, your eyes them haunt me at night. I see you are shining bright, gazing upon what you desire. Moments frozen as if I'm caught in a crossfire.
Oh, Romero, say that again.
Julie, your eyes them haunt me at night.
Yeah, no, you're right. Too cheesy.
You ready for this?
Yeah, whose party are we going to again?
Josh, and work on the floor.
Oh, okay.
I want you to tell her this a bit.
Nothing. She wasn't there when I left.
So, what she have to say when she find out you're gone?
I don't care. Liz is gonna finish the list.
The young youth, you guys always together. That's your brother, or?
You're a smart guy. Fill in the blank.
Lance.
Alright, Lance doesn't want to come too?
Nah, he doesn't like to party. He'd rather stay at home and play video games.
Lance!
Well, yeah.
I'm going to sit down with you right now. Give the notebook a rest.
Got it. Where is she?
Who?
Julie?
This is Ramiro.
So?
Ramiro's going to help you tonight. Show him the list of what needs to get done.
You're staying until closing.
Yup, cancel too.
Oh, look who's back.
How was your break?
I thought you left.
I was helping an elderly lady bring her food to the theater.
You're staying until 2.
It's no big deal. I asked Julie to help us yesterday, so I'll just return the favor. Need the hours anyway.
Okay. Since you guys are getting acquainted, I'll leave y'all to finish the work. Call me if you need me.
Yeah, you got it. May not think she really mean that.
I know, right? Don't like her. To think she's gonna be the new general manager.
Really? A lie.
Yep, we're doing so much. Because we're getting a visit from Gary's boss.
Gary, who that?
See? Nobody knows that's the current general manager.
Oh, okay. What will we do first?
Up to you. I don't really care.
Alright.
Help me accommodate the snack bags.
Are you leaving early tonight? Because I won't be doing part of your list.
No, I think I'm gonna stay and finish my part of the list.
Okay.
Lance, you ever go watch Thor on Thursday?
He's not a fan of the Marvel movies.
What? Really? A lie.
It's the same movie over and over again.
So you see some of them?
2, which I forced him to watch. He thinks the Marvel movies are beneath him or something.
Whoa, you're really a miss out.
I like the more classic movies, or classic made movies. Marvel movies are mostly made in a studio with CGI. They rarely use any actors.
May understand, but there's just some inside
David, that's the same thing I tell him. Not every movie needs to be rich with classical elements. I want to see it on Thursday, but I don't have anyone to see it with.
The sequel for work on Thursday. Men we go together on Thursday. Making forward with you on Thursday.
Okay, are you coming too?
No, I'm good.
He takes the writing classes at college, so he gets all caught up in the arts and crafts.
It is called screenwriting, which none of you can master.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm more of a numbers guy. I'm in school for accounting.
Accounting. So imaginative.
It's a great business path. I'm more likely to have a successful career than leaving my odds up to chance.
Yeah, have a great career, sitting behind a desk, working all day for the
Enough
man.
plans. Do you attend school here in the city?
Yeah, Catholic University.
Oh, I enrolled there, but I left.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I thought college was the right choice for me, but my head wasn't in the game, and school wasn't difficult or anything like that either, just not for me.
College isn't for everyone.
Yeah, no, plus my scholarship did cover everything, and taking on loans while not being sure if you want to continue isn't a smart idea, so I left.
What were you studying?
Bioengineering.
Bioengineering. My parents pushed me in the direction of medicine. Felt like it was more of their plans and not really mine.
I still think your parents were onto something.
Lance, please.
How long since you left?
I went for a couple of semesters, so this December is going to make a year since I left.
Have you figured out what you want to do?
Nope, a year and nothing.
Could you not? I supported your less than practical decisions. I thought I could work until I figure something out, right? Like, work my way up in a company or something, and this job is easy enough, and Elizabeth's job is opening.
You really think they'll give you a manager position?
Thanks for your support.
Do you want to get stuck here?
Lance, back off.
If she feels this is the best option, then why not? I wish you luck. Find something, charge at it head first, and never look back.
I need someone to help me get the 3 glasses out the back. Lance?
Yeah, no problem.
Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time. My prime years, you're only young once.
A lot of people figure out things later in life. You'll be fine.
That's what they all say. I don't want to be running around like a headless chicken while all my peers are shaping up to have successful careers.
At least you have the thought of wanting something new. Continue with your plan until you figure out something. An unfinished plan is better than no plan.
I suppose that's sort of true. Thanks. I think I needed that moment of encouragement. People are always so judgmental.
Your friend Lance. Seems like he knows a lot about you.
Listen, he's not really my friend. He's my
Ex?
something like that.
Good. Then I can do this.
I didn't think I would see that. Haven't seen my keys. I think I dropped them somewhere.
I don't think they're back here.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Found them?
No, they're not back here.
I told you to check the office first.
Yeah, I should have.
Let's go.
Hey, Julie, I decided I want to see Thor on Thursday, but only if we see him 3D.
Okay. No, why would you do that?
I thought I was reading the room.
She saw us.
Oh, what's the big deal? We won't get fired or anything.
That's not it.
What's the issue?
She's gonna tell Lance. She's gonna tell Lance.
Crazy ex?
He's not my ex-boyfriend.
I'm a little confused. You guys are together?
Yes.
Why would you lie to me?
I didn't lie, I just went along with what you said.
Something like that.
He told me he was going away, so I sort of told him to leave, but not because I don't want to be with him.
So if he's leaving, then you guys are breaking up?
Something like that.
Don't lie to me again.
He has a great opportunity, so I advise him to take because, I would. A fresh start could lead to many things.
Okay.
But if he's leaving, should I keep my options open?
So you're using me to keep your options open?
No. It's not like that. I didn't say what we were because I didn't expect us to do anything, at least not this quickly.
That doesn't make any sense. If you didn't expect anything to happen between us, then you would have told me he was your boyfriend.
I don't know.
You came to a party with me and left your boyfriend at work.
It was a friendly situation and you were going to invite him, but once he finds out about the kiss, he's going to break up with me.
That solves everyone's problem.
No, I don't want to lose Lance.
You don't want to keep with me
silence between Romero and me for the past 20 minutes. Romero breaks the uneasy atmosphere.
So, you really didn't like the first Avengers movie?
I never saw it. I only saw the first Iron Man and Ant-Man.
No wonder you think they're the same movies. Those two are very similar. The hero gets a new power suit, has to fight a villain that has an off-brand version of their suit.
Exactly. It's like there's one formula to create all those movies.
Well, maybe a few movies might feel the same, but you should watch them in order. Avengers was a great movie. It heightened the superhero genre's popularity.
And while doing so, it also ruined the shine of smaller genres. Comedy, horror, romance, drama in general. Great movies don't have box office success like an average Marvel movie.
Horror ruined itself. Let's at least agree on that.
Hey, have you guys seen Elizabeth? She said she wanted to speak to me after my break.
She went upstairs to the booth.
To fix a projector. Could I ask you something?
What's up?
How long have you guys been together?
She told you we were together.
Yeah, last night.
Last night, huh? About a year.
I want to come clean. I had some time to think about it, and I want to apologize to you, man. I kissed her.
You kissed who?
Julie.
You kissed Julie? Quit playing on me.
I'm sorry, man. I had a feeling you guys were close, but the other night she never gave me a clear answer.
The other night?
Monday, we went to Josh's party. Nothing happened there, but I kissed her last night.
The night she left early.
She was freaking out about you breaking up with her. It was a misunderstanding.
And she told you to tell me?
Listen, I think she really likes you.
She couldn't even tell me herself.
Are you okay, man? I know this is probably the wrong time, but I want to give you a word of advice. Fall in love with the moments.
Huh? What is wrong with this guy?
Fall in love with the moments. A lot of people fall in love in the moment.
I thought he had an accent. Did I?
But that just sets you up for heartbreak and failure.
That doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to fall in love with the person. That's what love is.
Moments in time can be created with different people.
I'm making sense, right? I mean, this guy with his fortune cookie quotes.
If one relationship doesn't work out with one particular person, you simply create those same moments with someone new.
There's no point in having a person at my side just to focus on the moment in front of me.
Each moment is going to be slightly different, including the outcome. But you're not left vulnerable and unhappy at the end of the day.
Julie's the reason those moments are memorable. Another person might not find it annoying and cute that I point out every flaw in a movie.
But you rewrite each moment that doesn't fit your desires.
What?
You know this isn't really about Julie, right? If we're being honest, you know, and they know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's continue.
I'm just trying to explain to you and point out which Hershey Kisses melts really high so it makes sense to
Need you to train her.
You want a Romero kiss?
I knew you would tell him. Why the fuck would you tell Lance and Romero when I kiss?
Whoa, young lady. Who are you talking to?
You saw us.
First of all, calm down.
Julie, I just told him.
Nah, don't pick up for her. Lance has been cold towards me all day. She had to tell him.
No, we just had a conversation.
Oh, you should have stayed out of it.
I had to apologize.
Where's the list?
Lance,
Don't try to blame them.
he kissed me.
You kissed back.
If Elizabeth didn't want me, what more would have happened?
Nothing.
And what about Monday night? You left me here to do your work while you two went to a party.
Whoa, wait, how did you? I never said anything about Elizabeth walking in.
I knew she would tell him. I knew she would.
Whoa, Julie, stop.
Okay, why is this all falling apart? All right, let's try this again. Don't try to blame them.
He kissed me. He kissed me.
You kissed back. You kissed back.
Elizabeth told me off the clock that you two kissed, but I didn't expect you to kiss back.
Oh, wait, I did?
You don't remember?
I knew you would tell him. I'm reporting you to Gary.
For what?
For unprofessionalism.
Oh, now you know who Gary is. You should be the last one talking about unprofessionalism. As he said, I told him off the clock. I think.
I don't give a fuck.
Speak to me like that again and I'll suspend you.
Hey, do you want anything between us?
I don't know. Lately, I feel like my choices aren't
You
mine.
have to finish everything tonight. Let's get back to work.
Oh, I'm not doing shit. This is all your fault.
You know what, Julie? Go home. You're fired.
What?
Guys, can't you see?
This is bullshit.
This is Lance's doing.
And I hope they don't give me the promotion.
He's creating playing the wrong moments.
Whatever, Julie.
Pay attention.
Romero, what are you talking about?
Look, come over here. See?
Lance?
What is this, Lance?
What are you doing to us?
It's been him the whole time.
Whoa, just everyone stop.
What's going on, Lance?
It wasn't supposed to happen like this. In my original draft, Julie and I quit and move away together. In another draft, Romero and Julie end up together. And I meet this new girl named Guinevere. You know, Lance and Guinevere, that's right, do it right. Elizabeth gets this whole kingdom. And I won the contest. It was supposed to be happily ever after.
But this isn't about us. It's all about you after all.
Now, why are you doing this? Dress? Guinevere?
I'm honestly scared to start something new.
His notebook, Liz, he rewrites moments he doesn't feel fit.
Yeah, I couldn't even get the ending I wanted.
So, you created all of this as an excuse to not start working on your dream?
He wrote me with a terrible accent. And then lied.
I'm worried, man. I'm worried I'll fail.
You won't fail. Stop writing everyone else's stories and begin yours.
I have no idea where to start. Where to put my pen.
No one does. That's what's life all about.
Am I good enough?
Yes!
I'll fix this. I promise. I'm sorry. And thank you. Just give me a minute.
No accent this time.
Let's try this again.
Lance! Lance? Lance?
Lance?
Lance!
Yes.
You are in space.
11 p.m. Monday, October 30th, 2017. Kitchen of a brand name movie theater.
Romero asked me to help them out real quick.
Yeah, he'll be joining us soon.
Romero, that's the floor ski leader? Yes.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Hi, Romero.
Great. Everyone is here. Gary gave us a list of things he wants to know before Thursday.
Who the hell's Gary?
Our general manager. How long have you worked here?
6 months?
You guys know who Gary is, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, Lance, let's begin.
I didn't think I'd miss this place so much. Being away from New York has made me appreciate more what we have here. I almost don't want to go back to college. You look down. Didn't you have fun today, Pearl?
Of course I did. My legs are killing me.
You can rest now. We're just starting the best part of our date.
We must have walked through 100 blocks today. How do you still have so much energy?
How can I not? We never had weather like this in January before. I wish you could stay this warm forever.
Me too. All right, that's enough rest for me.
That's the spirit.
Did you find a spot you like yet?
Not yet, but I know we'll find the perfect spot soon.
Looks like there's enough from over here.
Let me see. I think it can fit. Ooh. Sheila and Sam. Pretty names. And sounds like a cute couple.
Sheila's definitely a girl's name, but Sam. Do you think they're
Just like us. Oh, they put the date on here too.
What does it say?
April 2005. This one has been here forever.
Forever. That was only 4.5 years ago.
Almost 5 years.
Still, way longer than we've been dating. You think we'll make it that far?
Of course we will, silly.
Yeah. I just wonder what their story was. Do you think Sheila and Sam were the same age as us?
Maybe they were college freshmen that came back to the city during their winter break.
Probably their spring break.
That would make more sense. They did say it. I wonder if it was the best day they ever had. If that day was as beautiful as it is today. If they were in as much love as we are.
If they're still even together.
I'm sure they are. I bet every single one of these blogs has a beautiful story behind it. And soon, our story will be here too.
This is your first time here. You never told me. From the Bronx. The Brooklyn Bridge isn't exactly on the way to work. Really, since when does it rain so much in January? My work should there being spoken now. I mean, you have to pick a day with shitty weather. If you stop complaining, I'll buy you ice cream after this. You better. Is this the place? Yeah, this is it. Wow, there's gotta be hundreds. It'll take a long time to find that specific one. Don't touch them tomorrow. I won't hold your hand if it smells like wet metal. Well, I guess you won't be holding my hand then. All right. How were things in the office today? It was hectic all morning. I don't see what's so hectic about sitting at your computer for 8 hours looking at clothes and reading emails. Is that all you think I do? I do actual things too. Like what? Like, I go to meetings and stuff. It may not be anything like yours, but it's still tiring as hell. My job does not give out free designer handbags. Okay, maybe I have the greatest job of all time. I would kill to have your job. We gotta look for the logs. Did you find it? Nope. We're closed
Sheila and Sam. Roll 2005.
Sheila and Sam.
And you're strong.
Well, what's that?
Oh, nothing. Get back to searching. There's a lot more here than I remembered.
1,000 more of these to go through. What are the chances we find ours here?
I know mine is.
Well, except the one that's yours. I wonder how many Tamaras and Pearls are out there.
Pearl and Tamara aren't exactly uncommon names.
You're the only Pearl I know.
Still, it's not that special. There's a million people out there with my name. Maybe even my story. If not here on this bridge or in the city, there probably is, or was, another Pearl out there who's dated someone named Tamara. I mean, no experience in this world is truly unique.
I think this one's yours.
What makes you say that?
Christina and Pearl, January 2010, forever.
That could be anyone.
You okay?
I haven't seen that thing since we first attached it here 5 years ago. Everything was. I was so different back then.
Is it bringing up bad memories?
No, just weird feelings.
Maybe I should go. I feel like I shouldn't be here.
No, I need you here for this. I can't do this alone.
You're still alone in this, Pearl. I only found out about this girl yesterday. We've gotten to the bridge and I barely know anything about her except that you two dated once.
Okay, someone's not getting ice cream
Be
later.
serious, Pearl.
Okay. We met in high school. She was my first girlfriend.
Wow. I didn't know anyone who was out in my high school. You must have been pretty lucky to find love that young.
I guess.
That's it? Is that all you're going to tell me? Come on! What was she like and what happened to her?
I'll tell you more about her after we do what I brought you here for.
Fine.
Now hurry up before someone thinks we're doing something illegal.
Would you like to the honest or should I?
CHRISTI. Why did my mother give me such a long name? NA and PEARL. And what does that spell? And what does that spell?
What?
Distracted. You were staring off into space again. Sorry, I was just enjoying the view. I sure am. But not as good of a view as you. Oh, stop it. We both know I'm the ugly one in this relationship. How can you say such a thing? I don't know. I don't have the most attractive face. The people tell me my nose is too big. I have you know you were the prettiest girl back in high school. Nope. You are, in fact, the prettiest girl in the whole wide world, okay? When I first saw you, I almost fainted because of how stunning you were. I will never let anyone say bad things about you. Not even you, okay? Now, are we ready to do this? Yeah. Yes! I've been waiting all the way for this. Wait. What now? Silly me. I forgot the date. It's January. January 2010 to forever. 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 So what's the next step? No need to rush things. I just like to know what we're doing. Of course, Carol. I understand how methodical you are about everything. Yeah, but once we're done with this, there's so serious all of a sudden. What do you want to talk about?
After we do this.
Okay then, Bossy Pants. Where were we? The next step is to put it on the ratings. Oh, let's do it together.
Is that part of the ritual?
I made that as part of just now. You're not gonna make me look it up by myself, are you?
Oh, right, count it down.
3,
1,
2,
3, 2, 1. That was easier than I thought it was going to be.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to come up in 2 clips. Must have been some cheap metal.
How are you feeling now?
How about we go get that ice cream that I promised before we head back home?
Pearl,
I just want to forget about that stupid log.
so much for that idea.
What are you talking about? What are you doing, Mara?
I wanted to surprise you with this.
I can't! You know I can't!
I know. Well, I know now. I didn't realize how much you hated these things until today.
I don't hate them.
Don't sugarcoat things for me. You're not into it like that. Still, I wanted to ask in case you've changed your mind. We've always talked about how corny romantic shit like this is. I get it, but I thought it'd be a nice gesture in an ironic sort of way. Okay, maybe not completely ironic. When I first met you on that stupid dating app almost a year ago, I was only looking for something casual. I never thought our relationship would ever become this serious. I never thought I'd fall in love with you. I love you, and I wanted to put this lock on here to show you how serious I am about you.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's not like that, Mom. I'm glad you told me you love me. But I only came here to get rid of that old log, not to make more empty promises.
I really do love you. That's the truth.
It won't last.
Why can't you?
How long will you love me for?
Pearl.
Please don't say forever.
I don't think I'll ever stop loving you.
You went out of your way to bring this thing here.
I shouldn't have asked so soon.
It's not that it's too soon.
Pearl.
I shouldn't have brought you here today. And I shouldn't have come here with her 5 years ago. Wait, where's that old log? Could you do me a favor?
You should be the one to do this.
It hurts to even look at it.
Pearl.
Tamara, please.
It's so pretty on there.
Wait till it rusts up like the rest of the logs out here. Even that 5-year-old one looked funky.
Don't be a Debbie Downer. I bet ours will be just as pretty in 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now. I haven't thought about it. I haven't even declared my major yet, so who knows where I'll end up.
I can picture you becoming a teacher in the future.
Me? A teacher? I don't see it.
You're really smart, Pearl. You pay attention to every little details. And always asking people the big questions. You'll make a great teacher.
Have you thought about what you'll be doing in 5 years?
I'm not sure yet. All I'm sure is that I'll be with you.
Are we done with this ritual?
Almost. We still need to throw the kid in the water.
Oh, wait.
Christina,
What?
shouldn't we keep it?
Why should we do that?
So that we have something to remember this day by.
That's what the lock is for, silly. Here, take my hand. We won't need this here anymore. Once we throw it away, it means that our love will be here forever. Right? Say something. You're scaring me.
I almost don't want to say it, and I don't think you'd want to hear it either.
You know you can say anything around me.
And I mean, you never let me worry about anything.
That's not true.
Every time I say something you don't like, you're so quick to prove me wrong and change the subject.
I just can't stand to see you hurting.
I don't know how you do it, but I can't be all smiley happy 24/7.
I'm not asking you to be like that.
But then how can I be good enough for you?
You are good enough for me.
You deserve more.
But you're the one I want to be with forever.
It really hurt not being able to see you for the past few months. And after tonight, it's going to be another few months. The next year, it'll be the same thing again and again and again. Who knows what will happen after that? Forever is a long time, Christina.
We made it through our first semester of separate schools, and we can make it through everything after that. Once we graduate, we can see each other every day again.
Waiting sucks.
It'll be worth the wait.
You're doing that thing again where you just...
In the future, we'll get jobs in the city. We'll buy an apartment and move in together. We'll adopt a puppy and watch him grow old. And when we retire, we'll move out of the city and live the rest of our life in a quiet little cottage with a big garden where the sun will always shine as beautifully as today. This is my promise to you, Pearl. I'll love you forever. I will love you forever!
Okay. I love you forever, Christina.
There. It's gone. Pearl, wait up. Please stop. What the hell? I don't know what happened between you two, but I know you had to be real close to have put a lock on the bridge together. Jesus, did she die or something?
Things would be so much easier if she did.
Can you elaborate?
She could never admit it, but I just wasn't good enough for her. She promised me a whole future in front of that stupid lock, and then dumped me over the phone. Said it was the distance. She lived in her own bubbly world where everything was just perfect. And I did not belong in it.
You belong in my world.
Sometimes I think I deserved it.
one deserves that.
I was going to break up with her. That day we came here was the best date she and I ever had. It was the perfect time to do it, to end things on a good note.
How could you blame her for everything when you were going to do the same thing to her?
I was doing it for her.
What the hell does that even mean?
She deserved someone better. I was holding her back.
More like you pushed her away.
It worked.
But you never actually broke up with her.
I really believed her and her promises.
What's it going to take for you to believe in us?
One day we'll all be gone. These logs will rust away on this bridge.
Yeah, and thousands of years from now, mankind will disappear. The robots will take over, and the sun will explode. You can't seriously believe all that.
I don't want to think about her eventual doom, but I can't help it. That's just how the future will be. And I never understood that until we broke up. Everything has an end, and I won't let myself get blindsided this time.
This time? You know, I know why she broke up with you. She was tired of having to prove herself to you. I know I am.
I don't need you to prove yourself to me or anything tomorrow.
If you don't believe we're gonna last, just break up with me now.
Don't be like that. It's not black or white.
I know I'm bad at filtering my thoughts sometimes. I'm used to strangers being afraid to look me in the eye. And my coworkers going out for drinks and forgetting to invite me. But for you to keep me at arm's length, that hurts. I'm a better person when I'm around you. You make me happy. Don't I make you happy too?
I don't want to rely on you for that.
Let me help.
I don't want to rely on anyone to make me happy. I did that once already and look how that turned out. Listen, no matter how many compliments she gave me, it never changed how I felt about myself. Only I could do that.
What's that mean? For us.
Future holds so many babies. And a lot can change in a single day or even an instant. Do you have a pen? I can't promise you forever, but I promise you today.
I'll take it.
I don't have to know what comes next. What matters is how I feel about you now.
Tamara and Pearl, January 2015. Now.
I love you, Tamara.
No, wait!
You're supposed to throw it.
I know what the hell you're supposed to do, but we're gonna do things differently. Our lock will be on this bridge, not because we have no way to unlock it, but because we chose for it to be here. Whether your future is happy or sad, at least you'll have this key.
I could always use the cutters on them.
You don't have to. Locks are meant to be open, not torn apart.
got the bat, Z. It's gonna be a long night.
Well, you know, what's up, Acting?
I don't ask, you know him. What's up, back guy?
$10 we don't see him tonight.
Oh, you're such a pessimist. Tonight's the night, man.
Password.
Blow me.
I think we changed it to Dickless.
Why are we friends again?
You secretly lust for me, so you hang out with my brother. I am the forbidden fruit, the exotic fetish you can never have. Domingo's just a pawn in our game.
Shut up. You ready for another?
Yeah.
I can feel it. I'm gonna see them, no doubt in my mind.
I heard on the news this is the last night it might happen.
Yeah, they say that, but they don't really know. It's not like a comet or an eclipse where they can do the math and tell you exactly when it's going to pass.
Like, don't they? No, isn't it science?
That doesn't mean it's exact. I mean, really, all good science relies on the fact that the answers we have might be wrong.
Huh?
I'm with you, man. She starts talking like this and my head hurts.
Look, if we don't see them tonight, there's still a chance tomorrow.
But not for me. I'm not gonna be here. It's cool if you guys wanna hang though, let me know and I'll ask the cooler down and shit.
Got a date?
Taking a class.
Now, why would you want to do that to yourself, man? You ain't cut out for higher learning.
I gotta do something since I got the axe. I spent the last 2 paychecks on an electrician's course. My uncle's gonna apprentice me.
I pity the person that turns on a light you installed.
Don't listen to the quitter here. You go, bro. I'm proud of you.
Quit. What the fuck you
Hey,
getting at?
I'm just here for the Aurora Borealis. Not to talk shit with you.
That'd be the first.
I saw them once. In Finland. So beautiful.
Finland. How the fuck a little girl from Syracuse get all the way to Finland?
I'm not from Syracuse.
That's
tell me.
right. I'm from the boogie now. The reason she got to Finland is here.
Hermano. Personal bubble. I won a scholarship to intern at an observatory in Helsinki.
My sister, the walking brain cell.
That means you must have been adopted.
Funny.
They're a soldier.
So, does finishing high school make you the scholar of the family?
Oh, I was almost as proud of graduating as you were the day you inherited your dad's taco truck.
It must have been confusing for you, having your mother and sister be the same person. How does that work? What'd you even call her?
You know, you're lucky you got one solid citizen out of your tribe. Or is it that you Mexicans have so many kids that the law of averages says one of them's bound to be smart?
You're both assholes. You know that.
$10 says we don't see him tonight.
Man, if you had $10, I'd beat you to death with your own back.
I bet you just dream of how many churros you could buy with that.
What's that for a white boy like you? Reach worth of mayonnaise?
Oh, you know what they say, you can take the Mexican out of
Hey, finish that sentence and I'll kill you myself.
Why would you kill somebody whose hopeless devotion to you knows no bounds?
Who else is worth killing?
Sometimes you're fucking weird.
As opposed to what? Racist?
Let it go. It was a joke.
I don't care what the fuck it was. And I don't care if you don't care either. Miss me with that bullshit when I'm around. Go ahead. Shake your head. Defend your pendejo blanco. Tell me how it's all okay because he lets you grump ears.
Yo, what's up? I'm sorry. You know we're fucking around.
You know what I know? I know that I've heard people die because of words like that. I know I've heard those words say unironically, not fucking around, to abuelitas singing lullabies. Dominican lullabies. To their grandchildren on their own fucking stoops. And you know what I know is beyond question, without an iota of a doubt? I know that in the end, it's never really a joke. I know that you're all the same.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You drinking vodka? What's up? You better start talking right
Fuck
now.
off me.
Come here. We're not finished.
I need to take a piss.
Door's open.
Freaking psycho. You okay, brother?
Yeah, man, what's up with her? I mean, she knows we're fucking around, right? I mean, you're not with her on this, are you?
Nah, I'm cool, man. She knows too. Something's up. She's been drinking more than beer tonight.
You think it's Ken?
Probably. The last I heard, he got himself a young shorty, so leave Z alone.
How you liking the plant, man? You getting used to it?
Yeah, it's boring, but in a good way. You know, my old job was something new every day. I'll go to work, I know exactly what I'll be doing. I just pull the lever, man.
For 10 fucking hours.
Yeah, but it's 10 hours where I don't have to think.
It's good to have you back, man. I'm not trying to get all touchy-feely, man.
I think this is where I'm supposed to be, bro. Going back to the city, I just felt rushed and shit. I think I spent too many years in the slowdown up here.
So what did you think of Ken? I mean, I know you don't get along now, but in the beginning.
As you know,
No one is good enough for your sister.
no one. I measured him, you know, when we met. I did for all her boyfriends. Just checked them out like, how hard would this one be for me to kill? Ken didn't worry me. I was pretty pissed off when he knocked her up, though. I mean, I know it takes two and all, but still, all that potential, Z was meant for more than babies and Walmart. That first time I saw him after I knew the baby was coming, man, it almost went down. I pushed Z hard to stay in school, you know? When she told me, Ken was in school too, so I took him to the side and asked him if he could, like, slow down or take the semester off. When the time came so Z could have some help, he said he had things lined up.
Lined up.
Right? I'm like, listen, Puta, my sister and the baby you put in her are the most important things in your life now. You better straighten up your priorities, I'll straighten you.
Man, I might have just popped them right there.
I told you it was close. After the accident, he had to drop out anyway. They both had to drop out.
Volts and ohms, man, that's what it is. Volts and ohms. What? My uncle gave me some notes from when he was an electrician's apprentice. It's just something I've been thinking about.
That's really not your strong suit there, Hackad. I'm just saying.
How's Magna?
Awesome. You know my niece's unique being, man? I swear her soul's from another time. Everything she does, she approaches with love and kindness. She's the person I want to be when I grow up. She calls me her spirit animal. Whatever way I feel about Ken, I think he was a good dad while it lasted. He was cold, I think. I'll tell you something, just between you and me. I don't think he ever really loved it. Maybe that's too harsh. Maybe he wanted that life that I wanted for Z.
Yo creo que fue el salmón.
Sam, little boy.
Yeah, the salmon. It was Ken's favorite thing to eat. So one day I cooked them some and maybe I got distracted or maybe the phone rang. I don't know, but the fucking fish was probably in the pan a minute or two longer than it needed. Disappointing because it's good.
Yeah, when it's good.
So I serve the fish to Ken. He takes a bite of it, pushes the plate away. Dry, he says. Dry. I cooked that shit 100 times to perfection. You know that fucker has never eaten another piece of salmon? Not at home, not at restaurants, nothing. The next time we were in the store, I reached over some nice looking Atlantic. He grabs my hand and says, no, he wasn't in the mood.
How's that about Mac?
Well, when Magna was a baby, she was a complete daddy's girl. She wouldn't give me the time of day if I didn't have a tit out. So one day I had training at the plant and Ken had to watch her, which was fine, but I forgot to pump. Maybe I thought I'd make it home in time enough to feed her, I hit some traffic or some shit. When I get home, she and Ken, they're building some Lego Metropolis. She sees me and she's hungry, so she starts to toddle over. Ken starts to call her back. You know, he called her back like 5 times. Starts shouting at her. Louder, each time. By the time she got to me, he got up, knocked all the little Lego towers down and just left the room.
That was the salmon moment?
was never the same with her. She would reach out for him and he would just half-ass it and find some excuse to give her back to me. I don't know. That girl couldn't do a damn thing to make me not want to hold her forever.
What's wrong, sis? Come on, I haven't seen you like this since the split. Yeah, is Ken fucking with you?
At first I thought it was just teenage stuff. She's talking back, she's sulky, but what does that even mean? She's 16, right? And then I think, well, maybe she's just missing Ken. Doesn't show up half of the time for his weekends. She pretends like she doesn't care, but deep down, I know it hurts.
You need to slow down with those.
Lay off, bro. This ain't the time.
Magnum's alright. I talked to her yesterday. She was just freaking out about some trick tests, that's all.
It ain't trick.
What happened tonight?
You know what? It's nothing. I'm good.
Oh, bullshit. You can't do that.
Yeah, spill it. Don't be an attention whore.
Bro, don't.
What? Attention whore?
Too late.
You think I'm doing this shit for
I
attention?
told you.
Fuck you, Achilles!
Fuck, see, you know how I feel about that. Don't call me that.
You started this shit, now you acting all hurt? Fuck out of
You
here!
know why. I told you why.
That's over the line.
I don't give a shit about that. You guys always forget that you were friends first. I don't know half of your bromance.
You
and bullshit
know,
secrets.
I told you.
What are you gonna do? Hit me with your bat?
I think you need to get cut off.
Big man, gonna cut me off with your little bat.
You're a mean drunk. Do you want to collect your sister? She's getting sloppy.
You know, you always got that thing, man. Swing, 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 like you waited for the World Series. Ack and his little bat.
Go ahead. Why don't you just crawl in, just dive in and hide from whatever the fuck it is you're afraid of, and just leave me out of it.
You don't have to take your shit out on him. You know we fuck around, but you just heard him for real. For nothing. That's not usually, so tell me, what's up?
You tell me. What does my daughter call you? Her fairy spirit or
Spirit
fairy something?
animal.
You know any secrets? You got any answers for me?
What about Maggie?
Yeah, what does that even mean, fairy? What the fuck you're talking about?
It's a joke and a compliment. She just feels chill with me. She knows she can tell me anything. I would do anything for her.
So
She
easy
knows
for
I
you
won't give her
because
shit.
you have no responsibilities. You can be the cool uncle and I get to be the bad guy. Ken was the same way. You guys are all the fucking same.
Where's this coming from now?
She's cutting.
What? Wait. What?
Magna's cutting herself.
Z, since when?
I don't know. I planned something home early because my machine broke down. When I got home, I called for her and she didn't answer. So I go up to her room and I see a bloody tissue. She comes out the bathroom and she's just wearing a robe. And she tries to push by me quick and I see the cuts. Just these even little rows of slices on her thighs.
Damn, it's gotta be about Ken.
Yo me echo la culpa. I mean, I sure can pick them, can I? But look at the example we had.
Bobby had his reasons.
Don't give me that he was sick shit, Don. He left us, and it doesn't matter. Where's this coming from?
Maybe it's important. Maybe it's connected.
Don't lay this shit on me now. Not now, not tonight. I'm telling you, my daughter's slicing herself up, and you're talking about some man that walked out of our lives before either of us could cross the street and that's connected? I can't.
You need to listen to me about
Can't you
this.
just be my brother? Can you help me? I need you to help me, Domingo.
You need to listen
I
to
don't
me.
know. I don't know if I can handle this alone.
You guys want to order a pizza?
Not the time, man.
know, I really want to see those lights. Not for the same reasons you do, I just think it'd be really cool to see them, you know, like aliens or something. Just think it'd be really cool for something to actually happen around here for once.
Yeah, freaking snow town.
I get it. You know, like maybe we're like part of the rest of the world or something, you know?
Yeah.
Back in the day, my dad used to love baseball. I played Little League every year until just before my 13th birthday. That was okay. I never choked. I just never had a chance to come through in the clutch, you know?
No game-winning homers from Big Eye.
Nah, man, I mean, I smacked my fair share, but never when it really counted. I really loved playing for my old man. He never missed a game. He'd always be on the first base line. All right, Achilles on the ball, son, on the ball. The last game I ever played, I got a few hits. And the whole time, I'm watching that pitcher and I'm watching the ball. I'm on the ball, right? And with every batter up, that pitcher is getting slower and that ball is getting so clear, I can see the fucking stitches. And I know if I get one more at bat, I'm gonna clout that motherfucker. But it didn't look like I was gonna get to. It's the last inning, there's 2 outs, we're down by 1 run. And who was ahead of me in the order? Bobby Fierro.
Bobby fucking Fierro? Man, that's my supervisor. Hates that
supervisor too.
Well, that guy's a creeper. You don't try to put the moves on me in the loading dock one time?
You never told me that fucking bad.
Hey.
So, Bobby steps up to the plate, and I'm already thinking about the car ride home. I mean, Bobby was not good. I thought this game was over. First pitch in, crack, base hit.
Happy birthday, Fierro.
So now I'm stepping up to the plate, and I know I can end this with one swing. I look over, and I see my dad on the first base line. He's, all right, Achilles on the ball, son, on the ball. This is my moment. I've never felt more confident about anything in my life. I step up to the plate, I take a few practice swings. First pitch comes. I didn't swing. It was a strike, but I wanted something better. I watched the next pitch go right in the dirt. The catcher fumbles with it, but he keeps it in front of him. Then out of the corner of my eye, I see Bobby taking off for second base.
What?
I just had to stand there as this pudgy, dump truck looking motherfucker just waddled his way to second base. Catcher picks up the ball. I don't even know if Bobby was 3/4 of the way there, and then he slid. Like he fucking thought he was Jeter. This motherfucker slid. Second baseman catches the ball. He has enough time to make a sandwich before tagging Bobby out and the game.
Fucking Fierro.
I just stood there with this bat on my shoulder, and I look over at my dad, and he mouths, "What the fuck?" And then he loses it, man. My dad's laugh. God, you should have heard his laugh.
Yeah, me too, man.
Man. So everybody's packing up their stuff, and no one's even paying attention to Bobby. My dad catches up to me, and he goes, "Tough luck, Achilles. You done good, son." Wrapped his arm around me and squeezed the shit out of me like it was the best day of his life. He knew. He knew that was my moment. He loved every minute of it. He was the only person that never used my nickname. He always called me Achilles, and I don't want anybody else to be able to. Sometimes I come out here and think about that night and car ride home if I said anything. I don't think I did. When I got home, I just went to my room for the night.
I mean, it was just a ball game, right?
Next morning I wake up and there's an ambulance in my driveway. My neighbor would walk her dog at the same time every day, and when she came back, my dad's car was still there running. I went outside and my mom, it's a piece of work, she says, "You don't have a dad anymore. He died." I should have smoked that first pitch, man.
Don't do that to yourself.
Fucking Fierro.
Fierro didn't know. He pulled the bonehead move. We've all been there. Yeah, he's a creeper, but I can't lay all that shit on Fierro's head. Please tell me I'm right.
You see right through things, Z. It took me a long time to get to where you got in a minute.
It was real to you. To me, it's just a story. Logic is easy without emotional attachment.
Okay, Mr. Spock.
A few weeks later, I'm back at school and walking to lunch, and I'm still sad. I think I'm coping, and who do I see coming the opposite direction? And then all of a sudden, this feeling washes over me, and I'm back on home plate. I can see my dad, and the next thing I know, I just punch Bobby right in the face, and I'm standing over him going, "Why, you motherfucker, why?" Because I really wanted to know what the fuck was he thinking? Now there's a crowd of looky-loos gathering around, there's a teacher trying to push her way through, and I'm screaming myself hoarse going, why? Why? And he looks at me and he goes, man, I'm sorry, man, I couldn't see the ball, I thought I got through. And I said, what did you say? He goes, I'm sorry, man, I couldn't see the ball, I thought I got through.
Yeah, no shit, that's no excuse.
Right, except I look on the ground next to him and his glasses were all mangled. Those Coke bottle glasses his parents paid a fortune for, they wouldn't let him wear them when he was playing. He couldn't see the ball. I beat him down for nothing. God damn it, I should have swung at that first pitch. I gotta hand it to Bobby, though. He never took anything out of me in the job. I mean, karma handed me to him on a plate. He didn't even write me up, even when I deserved it, man. It just puts him on another level than me. It just makes him the better man, you know? This shit's not happening tonight. We're running out of beer and it's fucking cold outside.
Hey, wait, what you think? I come empty-handed? Your girl's got you. There's a 12 in the trunk. Go get the beer.
Yeah, that's what we fucking need. More fucking beer.
See? I got you.
Marry me.
Get a job. Look, I'm sorry about your dad. I know it was rough and all, but at least he gave a shit.
What's up his ass?
He feels responsible for me or something.
He is your older brother.
And this is whole shit with the parents. It's the elephant in the room. Dad went to the store for some milk, never to be heard from again, you know?
Domingo said he was sick.
He had some mental problems, and everyone thinks that gets him off the hook. Mom got mean after that. I was out at 16, got a scholarship to Syracuse, moved up here, met Ken, got pregnant, and here I am, 17 years later, slumming it in your backyard.
You didn't call it slumming a few months ago.
Ooh, did that hurt? Look, just putting one foot in front of the other. Sorry, bro. Finally catching a buzz. Why didn't we work? Why didn't we work?
Shh.
Ag,
Dude, what the fuck? Do you just want to start shit tonight?
I'm over his bullshit. It's none of his business, really.
Bro code.
Bro code? You serious?
You heard him. No one is good enough for you, and that includes me.
You keep talking like that. We could end up in a situation where you can get some again.
Guess some what?
What did I tell you about saying the quiet parts out loud?
You guys really think you're that slick? Think I don't know about what happened last New Year's? Mistakes happen. It's all good. But without.
Oh, Groundhog's Day.
Lizette, stop.
What does that mean?
I mean, that day repeated itself a lot for a minute. What about it? We're grown-ass adults.
Bro, really? You did me like that?
I'm sorry, man. Things just happened. If it means anything, I'm the one that stopped it.
Wait, it stopped?
It doesn't.
Look, it's none of your business anyway. It's my life. I do what I want.
Look where that got you.
You got something to say, hermano? Speak the fuck up. You got a problem with me? You got a problem with how I live my life?
I got nothing but love, Z. Let's leave it alone.
Nah, fuck that. You've been walking around here for 6 months acting like your shit don't stink. Fucking whispering with my daughter like you guys are in some goddamn secret club. If you're super fucking uncle, how come she didn't tell you she was cutting herself?
This is my fault now.
What, Magna?
Back off, man. This is family.
Like we're the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. It's time to go.
I know she told you something. Always with your little secrets.
Come on. I'll take you home.
Get the fuck off me. I'm done playing these fucking games with you, hermano. You've never been man enough to just say it to me.
You don't want to come for me like this, Z. You won't like how it ends.
You
I'm telling you.
resent me for getting out. You think I didn't know mommy would give you the same shit she couldn't give me no more? I knew that when I left the house, I might lose your love. And now I see it every time I look into your eyes, and it breaks me. Because you're my big brother, and you've always made me feel safe. But now all I feel coming from you is blame.
That's not how it is. There's some things you can't take back. You're drunk.
Volts and ohms.
Not now.
Volts measure energy. And so that's like potential.
Who fucking cares? I mean, what stupid bullshit to bring up.
Leave him alone. At least he's trying instead of moping around on his high horse.
You're not even making sense, dude.
Ohms measure resistance. And I've been thinking about how life works, right? Like the things we're good at. Like drawing, math, or smacking a curveball. That's like our potential, that's our volts. And then the things that get in our way, that's the ohms. That's our resistance. And I don't think we can control either one of those.
So we're just stuck on a hamster wheel. I get it, man.
There's no
I'm going
hamster
home. You coming?
The third factor in a circuit is amps. And amps measure current. That is the amount of electricity that is actually flowing. And I think what we can control in life are the amps. We can control how much momentum and effort we give ourselves. And I think that makes a difference between those who succeed and those who don't.
I feel that, bro. I don't think a lot of people are going to admit that to themselves.
I'm not saying that everybody who tries is going to succeed. What I'm saying is maybe I just fell asleep at the wheel for a while, and that's why I'm here.
A lot of us fell asleep at the wheel. Right, Manito?
Some of us never woke up.
What do you want from me, Domingo?
When you were 10 years old, you told me you were going to go to the moon with NASA. And I believed you because I saw the books you were reading. I was lost 5 pages in. You gave it up for what? Diapers and 3 a.m. feedings?
Let up.
For Magna. I did it for Magna. Does that mean nothing to you? What was I supposed to do? Just end there? Just scrape around me and keep going?
It's a cop-out. It's bullshit. With your brain, you could have both. I begged you. I told you I would help. I moved here the first time for that exact reason.
You don't understand. You never had something growing inside you.
And now where are you? Checking labels on fucking Pepsi bottles for $15 an hour? Yeah, you're right. Mommy beat me twice as hard when you left. She never let up, and while I was getting the strap, the only thing on my mind was you. I knew I was in the exact right place in the universe, and so were you. I would go through it all again if it meant that you got to go to the moon. You just gave up.
I got hit by a fucking Jeep. I broke my leg. What? It was years ago. Catch up.
She was never the same. She just faded away, and that one accident doesn't explain it. I'm sorry. I think you decided it got all too hard and you gave up.
Fuck you, bro. What do you know about anything in life? How dare you lecture me?
How long ago?
When Mando was a baby, I read a red light.
That's what you told everyone.
I had the 3 a.m. feedings and the fucking colic and the final exam in advanced physics in 2 fucking hours. Mando needed Pampers, and I'm driving, reciting the laws of quantum mechanics in my head. And my brain decided it was just time to go. So I took my foot off the brake, I hit the gas, and wham! I ended up in the ER. I spaced it.
Yeah, you spaced it.
Bro, accidents happen. People run red lights all the time.
Not my sister.
I didn't know if I had taken Magna with me or I left her with Ken. I didn't know if she was dead or alive.
She was okay, right?
She wasn't in the car, thank God.
I don't buy it.
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm not your bro. This is about real family.
3 beers ago, I was family.
Where was all that worrying for Magna? Where was all that worrying for Magna? When you were lying in bed ignoring her?
I had a broken leg.
You were sleeping 14 hours a day. You are a fucking zombie. Don't tell me it was the painkillers.
Now you sound like Ken.
Yeah, it's always someone else.
Take your judgments and your righteous martyrdom and shove them straight up your ass, hermano. Who the fuck do you think you are to condescend to me or any other mother raising her child?
The night's over.
You're all the same. Ken, you, Bobby, she died crying for you to come to the hospital.
I had my reason.
You let your mother die alone.
You were there. Magna was there.
She wanted you, Domingo.
Yeah, I wanted things too.
It wasn't her that he walked out. What difference does it make?
Mommy told me the truth when you left. Papi used to wander off for days, sometimes a week. She told me one day she just stopped looking for him.
Good for her.
She just let our father die on the street because she couldn't handle it? I couldn't look at her after that.
Why didn't she tell me?
You weren't there. There's another thing, Lizette. It's maybe why I'm telling you tonight. It has to do with Maggie.
Don't. I'm warning you, Domingo. Don't go where you are going right now.
Everything's gonna be okay, all right?
I'm already okay.
But look, this is your brother, and he loves you, and I love you, and everything's gonna be okay, all right?
I don't know about you two fucking
What the
losers.
fuck? I
Self-harm
deserve
can
that.
be a symptom of schizophrenia.
Domingo.
She's the age that begins to appear.
Domingo, let it go.
Fucker! No! Get off me! You need to shut up, and you need to never, I mean never, mention anything like that to me again. The next words out of your mouth better have nothing to do with my daughter or that man and his fucking sickness. Mark me, bro. I'm dead serious. Get off me.
I don't see resentment in my eyes, Juanita. You see heartbreak.
I've been pinned in your perpetual side eye for 17 years, hermano. I saw the way you lived your life. I saw how you had all your shit tight. And I thought to myself, maybe you were just built better than me. Maybe you have more, I don't know, resolve? You have some nerve talking about potential. All that shit you gave me, all the looks and the coldness, and yeah, the disappointment rang fucking hollow when you worked the same dead-end job 50 fucking feet from me.
That shit you spew isn't meant for anyone but you.
Look, we're tired, and we're all drunk, and I think it's time we just pack this party in, okay?
I didn't ask you to come up here for me. Not 16 years ago, not 6 months ago. You wanted more from me? I want more for you.
I think you got me, Z.
Look, things are gonna be better in the morning, okay? There's nothing in the sky for us tonight.
I'm gonna grab a couple for the road.
Let me know if you want to hang back here tomorrow night, all right? When I'm in class.
Yeah. Okay, man. Come on, let's get you home, Z. Come on, it's a fucking long walk.
I'd take you, sweetheart, but I can't drive. I can rustle you a cab if you want.
I'm staying here tonight.
I don't think that's a good idea.
How about it, Agag?
You're gonna regret it later.
I'm staying here tonight.
Sure, I'll put you on my couch. And Mikasa is whatever.
I'm not going. I gotta use the can.
Sorry you had to see all that, man.
It's all right. She's gonna be okay. We're not gonna.
Don't sweat it out. She could do worse. Too bad about the lights.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to see.
Yeah. You okay?
I will be, brother. I will. Bolton Holmes.
No, I won't be home tonight, but I'm okay. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have a big mouth, and I'm sorry I yelled. I just want you to be okay. I want us to be okay. When I get home, let's talk. No, I'll listen, but baby, you gotta let me in. I don't know what you need, Nina, but we'll find it, okay? I promise we will find it. Good night, baby.